section of the overview deals with the accounting. Nearly all functions within DS6 will post to your journals. Each transaction is a separate, independent record. We do not utilize batch posting. The center, or the hub for DS6, is the chart of accounts. All information for every transaction flows through the chart, much like the center of all action on a wheel is centered at the hub of the wheel. Accounting Management Chart of Accounts. Each account within your chart is listed. Account, department, location, description. Balance sheet items will also display your current balance. If you reviewed the overview for point of sale, you will remember that we did two sales. One simple sale to the customer cash and one financed serialized sale for the customer Jones Transport. We will focus on these two sales and show you how the information is reflected. We know from how we set up our accounts that the products sold will post to our income account 407,500. As I type in that account, you can see that the blue bar immediately moves down the list. I can use a combination of typing and scrolling to locate the account. Once the account is selected, I can then press Alt-H, History, or use the mouse to select the History Budget tab. The total net change, income or expense, is shown per month for the current year, as well as for the past 3. To see the two sales, we will zoom in on the detail by using the mouse to click on the button with the binoculars. We know our two sales took place current year, month March. You can see that it immediately takes me to the Transaction Listing tab. The default is to show all postings to this account for the selected month. A print preview will give me a detailed trial balance for this single account. Our sales were done on March 25th. I can either change the date at the top, or I can use the mouse to scroll down towards the bottom of the screen. I can now see the two customers, Jones and Cash, the top two lines. The journal type is Cash Receipts, and I can see the point of sale invoice numbers 1295 and 1296. The product code 1010 and ZTT42 along with the corresponding retail. If I now scroll all the way to the right, you will be able to see the timestamp or the posted on information. Each timestamp is composed of a date and the time. For point of sale and service, the document date and the timestamp will always be the same since they are real-time activities. However, when you are accruing payables or entering journal entries, you may see a difference between the two dates. The user is our salesperson Charlie. The system is point of sale. The terminal name, in our case, this is Charlie's box, so it is named for him. However, this may also be an assigned number or a location designation if you are using shared boxes. The transaction number is an internally generated number assigned to each individual transaction. Each one of the accounts associated with these sales would be impacted in a similar fashion if you pulled them up one by one. Now, how does this information look in a journal? You may either press Escape or use the mouse to click the Exit button. Then select Print Journals. We know our journal is the Cash Receipts Journal. We know that it occurred on the 25th, so we can reduce our search by entering in that information. Select all locations and then populate. If you look all the way to the bottom, you will see total debits and total credits. They are equal, which means this journal is balanced. We had 6 transactions on this date, a total of 21 records. Now if you press the Print Preview button, you will get a copy of the journal. This is the summary page. It shows you the net change, debit or credit, for each account that is impacted in this journal on this day. Since we want to look at the detail, we'll just close this page of the report. We know our 2 sales are on page 2, so we'll quickly move to page 2 and then enlarge this a little bit so that you can see it easier. You see there are 2 transactions, the first for the customer cash and the second for the customer Jones transport. For each of these 2 transactions, you see you have the transaction date, the journal type, cash receipts, the customer code, the document type, point of sale invoice, the document number, POS 1295 and 1296, the general ledger account and description, the method of payment, cash, GE Finance with the reference number, check with the check number, and then the product code 1010 and ZTT42. For each line of product code that you have in your sale, you will have 2 lines in the journal, one for the sales tax and one for the retail or income portion. Each transaction is then summed. You have total debits, total credits, total debits, total credits. The journal as a whole is then summed, total debits, total credits, and this last column is your proof. If the debits and credits are equal, then you will see a 0, telling you that your journal is in balance. If it is not a 0, then it will show you the amount that you are out of balance. You can then quickly scan back up through all of your transactions and find the one that is incorrect. This journal can be viewed this way on the screen, or it can be printed. To close it out, simply press the X in the upper corner, and then again using Escape or your mouse, click on the Exit button. Our accounting system also allows you to customize financial statements, manage your cash accounts and sales taxes, and analyze your daily sales. To see these features and much more, give us a call.
The Discovery System. The power is in the links.